And I'm joined here now by the coach of the victorious Blackrock side, Shane Stapleton. Shane, you're pleased. It's a first round win, and you've got away here with a very kind of a solid win, a good 5-6 point win.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we if you offered me that coming in the gate of Mallow, I would have taken your hand off for to take a 1 point win. We had Kanturk last year in the quarter final, real physical team, but that kind of that doesn't really give them credit. They have an awful lot of hurlers and cause a lot of problems. So you have to get your really matchups right. Thought we did tonight, and look, it's the first round. Both teams I think will improve, and yeah, no, onto the next round now. And I think Kanturk will have a big say in this championship, but also I think our lads. We're down the pecking order in terms of the bookies this year, but they'll have a big say hopefully, and a lot to prove on. But yeah, hopefully now they'll improve.
He went in at half time a couple of points up, and then the goal, Michael O'Halloran's goal at the start of the second half, or early on the second half, that was really, it gave you the buffer for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I suppose kind of both teams had a kind of a fella sitting in front. They had one kind of sitting in front of Alan, and Brian Sullivan was kind of all over the place, going really deep, taking out balls. So that gave us John Cashman in front of Walshy in terms of our square. So it was kind of a scrappy enough first half. To go in front against the Breeze at half time was a positive for us. There was things we weren't really happy with, our tackle count, I suppose, and things have to be improved. But they're a strong side, so you may maybe expect that, and they worked the ball really well. But as I said, Michael O'Halloran's goal then was kind of crucial. Gave us a bit of a gap, and I don't think we were under savage pressure after that in terms of the scoreboard, but just the intensity of the battle went up a percent after that. So it's good for Mike. He was in Australia last year, so that game will stand to him, and yeah, great to have him home.
Yeah, and we just mentioned in the commentary as well, after that goal, anytime Kanturk got a point or two, he responded superbly well, to stretch out the margin again to the 5-6 point mark. Yeah,
I suppose, look, if you kind of keep it above the 4 or 5, you're somewhat comfortable, just even psychologically. We wouldn't be happy. A lot of we conceded a lot of frees. We kind of kept them in the game with a lot of frees. So I suppose that's another thing we have to look at. But yeah, 5-6 point lead was kind of comfortable. When we had a bit of a breeze and there was a bit of space after the red card, we could kind of pick off pockets of space inside. But look, I suppose it didn't feel like a 5 or 6 point game. It kind of felt tighter than that. But fair play to the lads. They kept the neck in front and got over the line.
And it's such a crucial thing in these hurling groups that you win your first game, and it means you're now looking forward or looking up, as it were, as opposed to looking behind you or looking down.
Yeah, 100%. And like, look, it's extraordinary from a tip point of view. We've kind of groups. We've competition of 16, 12 senior teams in the division, make it really tight. So like the quality is really, really high. So like looking at the lads were. The Bears were looked really good last night. Douglas beat us in the league and are strong under new management. So like it's going to be an extraordinary hard competition to try to progress in. But look, we've one win on the board, and hopefully there'll be another couple on the way. But early days, I think both teams will just, to be fair, we're not troubled by football, but for Kanturk last week they had football last week. Do you know what I mean? So you're just talking about kind of keeping bodies fit and keeping them on the field and just trying to improve as you go. So game one over, on to the next one.
And there you have it, a very, very good win here for Blackrock and Mallow in the first round of the championship. My thanks to Shane Stapleton for coming to talk to me. They've emerged victorious, 120 to 18 points. It's cheerio for Mallow here on this night.